What is up, YouTube? So, welcome to my channel. My name is Carla. I am here to help you with all of your career, job needs, interviews, and I wanted to let you know why I started my channel. So, it's called Carla's Cardiac Careers. And yes, I actually work in cardiovascular medicine, went on into teaching in that area, decided to expand my knowledge in technology, the corporate side of things, and have worked in the medical field for 25 years. I've also worked in the administrative area of education, and I have recently started doing this YouTube channel. And the reason why I started doing this channel is because I had so many people, so many students that I train, that I teach, that are always asking me how to get the job. So most of you may not know this, but there is a psychology behind getting a job. You probably didn't know that. There's actually something that's been around for quite a few years called the chameleon effect. When you're on the job, that might help you. There are also some things with negotiations, how you negotiate your salary, and a psychology behind why so many people decide to take less than what they know they're worth. So, if you are looking into try to get some career tips, some interviewing tips, anything that involves a career or a change, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the medical field, then I'm your gal. I have worked with the Department of Veteran Affairs. I've worked in government work. So I have had a lot of work with full time, part time, contract work, remote work. I actually work right now from home remote in the medical field, and many people are like, well, how do you do that? Don't you have to be dealing with patients? Yes, you do. So I've made this channel to let people know any career advice I've had over my experience, Carla's Cardiac Careers, career advice, really from the heart. I wanted to just really do a small question and see if anybody can respond in the comments in regards to if you have felt this way before, or if these are things that you have gone through when you're looking for a job. In the past couple of years, I've been responsible for training, assisting, and hiring so many people. And when I interview, many of the people are really not prepared. So, have you ever felt like you were not prepared for the interview? Because there's so many things you can do to become prepared. Another thing that I found out is the psychology behind asking for money. We all want to work, right? And when we decide to go to a job, we're not looking to be paid pennies, clearly. We want to be paid for our skill, for our talent, and everything that we bring to the table. So if you go into a job and you're looking for one thing and they decidedly offer you a whole lot less, what prompts you to take that job anyway? I have interviewed so many people that I said, hey, what type of salary are you looking for this job? And they have told me, well, at my last job, I made this. So a little bit more than that is fine. And what people don't realize is that is something in psychology that many people do that's not helping them. They want to seem humble and they want to seem as if this job is great. I really want to come here no matter how much you pay me. And I know that may sound a little strange to you, but you are the person who is looking for a job, who's going to bring your skill and talent to an employer. So you really have to do some research on how much a job actually pays. What is the typical payment for this job title? And how to potentially negotiate that in an interview. There are some employment psychology interview tips and skills that people can use for their benefit. But I'm seeing a lot of things that people are doing that don't service them. A lot of times people don't feel comfortable asking for money, and maybe because they haven't made as much before, or in the past, it hasn't been as common for women to be seen as someone who can really bargain and really negotiate money for their particular job title. So if you are wondering how I can get a job, how I can negotiate better, is my interviewer actually thinking some things about me? Are they using some psychology tips? And I can honestly tell you that there are lots and lots of tips out there that interviewers actually use the interviewees. So I'll give you an example. I have been in career development with other interviewers, and I've had an interviewer say to me before, I just kind of ask them if they're looking to get paid a little more than their last job. And if they are, I know I've got them because the job pays a lot more. It's cheap labor, right? No one wants to be seen as cheap labor. So I was shocked, but not really shocked, should I say? I've worked with many people in interviewing, and some are very hardcore. I'm going to get the bottom line, and they're not going to get money out of me, almost as if it's their own personal money. And that could be a negative. So, in asking questions about salary, many people do not know. Here in the United States, we do have equal right pay rules, equal work for equal pay. And within that law, there are some things you're not supposed to ask. You're not supposed to ask what someone made at their last job. What do you think that is? Because your last job is not a fair comparison to the current job that you're in. The responsibilities could be different. The title could be completely different. So the pay doesn't necessarily reflect what you're worth. Your previous pay only reflects what you were paid for that particular job. So what are you going to do when an employer asks you a question? Well, how much did you get paid at your last job? Here is a tip. Say to them, I believe I was paid fairly for the responsibilities, or I enjoyed my last job. I'm getting into a new career path, and I'm expecting to be paid in this particular range. That way, you're not pigeonholing yourself into $2 more an hour than your last job, when this job actually would pay you maybe 5, 6, $7 more an hour. So definitely keep this in mind when you're going on interviews. There are things that interviewers will ask. How many kids do you have? How's your family? Those are not good interviewer questions. They could effectively say, well, she's a mom, maybe she shouldn't be paid enough, or we're going to have certain ideas about you because of your family, whatever the case may be. And this isn't just women. I have seen this done on interviews with men as well, asking questions about the wife and are you supportive, and basically finding out if he will potentially be going on paternity leave at some point. That's not cute. So I am here to let you know that all of your interviewing skills, And interviewers can also use some sort of psychology to get answers out of you. Are they all negative? Absolutely not. You can use this job psychology in a positive way, starting with being confident about your skills and knowing what they are, having skills that maybe are in hospitality, but then transfer over to the medical field. Someone said to me, there's no way I can work in hospitality and then work in the medical field. I've been in hospitality for 10 years. And I said, hospitals have greeting, they have hospitality services, they have patient services and care advocates. And when she went on the interview, I told her, look, do not tell them how much you made on your last job. Let them know what you're expecting for this particular job after reading the description and doing some research on salary. So there are tons of places to look. The United States Department of Labor has websites that you can look. Their government websites are great to give you a screenshot of what salaries are, and they have a range. And last but not least, Glassdoor. Many people in real time tell you what they're making on a job, what the job is like, interview questions. So glassdoor.com is going to be your friend when you're dealing with a lot of these jobs and you're doing your career research. I really want those of you who are thinking about a career or a career change to really think about how you came up with the salary you accepted. Did you just accept it because it was more than your last job? Did you accept it because you really love the career and you thought that it would be a great company to work for? Or were you just not sure how to look for a job? Again, there is a psychology behind interviewing, there's psychology behind networking, a psychology behind how interviewers interview prospective new staff members. And some are positive and some are not so positive. So hopefully on my channel, I will be able to answer all of these questions for you to help you get in the right mind frame for a career and a job. I'll let you know about what some of my interviewers have said, and we'll talk about some of the best interviews I've ever had when I've had to interview someone, some of the worst interviews I've had when I've had to interview someone. And I will also be talking about my own experiences with near tragic interviews that I have been able to turn around to my benefit. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, I would advise you to please come listen, like, subscribe, share my channel with anyone you think you get any valuable information out of this. As a medical professional who works in cardiovascular medicine, that is medicine of the heart, I have then transferred my skills to helping those in career paths and assisting them into getting into a job that fulfills them. This is why my channel is Carla's Cardiac Careers, career advice really from the heart. Thank you for watching me today, and I hope I can be here to help so many people. Please feel free to ask questions in the comments, subscribe, like, and let me know if you have anything that I can help you with. I would love to help you. I would love to really give you the advice you need to think positively through an interview and to successfully get paid what you're worth. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. Until next time.